It's day 22 of our 25 most notable bourbons of 2022, and that's a lot of 20s and 2s. Only a few remain, Chad.
Only a few remain, and luckily we have invested in the best in foot-stopping technology.
Because not now, though. No.
Oh my.
I was gonna try to help him out, but that was just real bad.
Well, it's going in this direction, so it's gonna be this guy. All right, let's taste it. Welcome in. Hello. This is like, I feel like the last week or something.
We're getting there.
It's getting down to the wire here.
It's a happy time. It's a sad
time. Will this make us happy or sad?
I'm sure it'll make us happy. We're drinking bourbon.
Find out right now. Happy.
Very happy.
Very happy.
This is one of those noses where instead of me feeling like I can pick out a bunch of notes, it feels like memories or somewhere I've never been before. So like I smell this and I'm instantly in like a tiny bookstore that also has like a cafe in it that has making tea and, you know, little breads and things. And like there's old books and the shelves are really old, like unfinished wood or whatever. And there's all these smells and it just feels good, you know?
Mini leather-bound books.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, like
Corinthian leather.
More of like an old library, I guess, than a bookstore.
Yeah, I can picture that as well. But yeah, they are also off spicing some rum.
That's what I'm saying. There's like some spiced teas going on. Getting a lot of like spiced plum and pear.
Plum fig is what I was kind of saying. But yeah, pear, I can get that.
I definitely get like a spiced pear. You know, cooked down.
There's something almost perfumey about it, though.
There is a little bit of a floral note in there, too.
Sort of just take a quick sniff, sort of like just a little glance. You're like, oh, it's kind of perfumey.
Almost like rose petals.
But how does it taste?
Oh, I don't know. I just kind of want to keep smelling it. There's so much oak on this nose, but it's beautiful.
To your health. Okay.
That one takes you on a journey.
Wow. This is barrel proof. It's not even a question.
Yeah.
It's barrel proof. I feel like on the nose I was getting more clove, but on the palate I'm getting more just like black pepper. But there's also some honey in there.
For me, I get a touch of clove, but the spice isn't really reading as much as it's like that sweetness from that spiced pear and plum, but then just a lot of oak, but in a really nice, gentle way. It's not overpowering you and slapping you in the face with all the oak.
That would hurt.
And it's still like leather tobacco. It's giving me still that feeling of being in that library that I was talking about.
The perception of age is there. The perception of proof is there. The plum, the fig, the raisin, that's there too. I also got a little bit of cherry.
This is one that you sit with and unravel. I'm like having a little moment with myself, thinking through this one.
It almost starts out a little tea and goes a little more savory.
Yeah.
Definitely the barrel is on the finish.
Oh, I think that oak is strong on the finish.
Spiced barrel. Yeah, oak.
And a lingering, the dark fruit and just a hint of, again, it's not spicy, but there are spice characteristics, yeah. I don't know, but nothing, I don't feel like is competing. I mean, maybe the oak is competing for the first spot, but I feel like everything else is playing so well together. Oh, and the mouthfeel is oily too.
Yes, it's a great mouthfeel. It's great all around. You know what else is great all around? Whiskyambitions.com. It's our home on the internet. You know this. It's where you can get our zip hoodie now with the new updated logo. It says Drink More Bourbon on the back. We have our Glencairns water glasses, our Copitas and Rocks glasses. You have bottle cut candles there, Sarah. Yeah. You got jar candles. And you got it all at whiskyambitions.com.
And you can become a patron at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight and join our community for as little as $1 a month. But you already know this because you've been here for this many days. That is also where we release our barrel picks and after the episode exclusives. Lots of fun stuff coming in 2023. Listen,
Sarah,
with this one, I'm done guessing.
Okay.
I just don't ask me to guess.
It's also so few fish in the barrel now, right?
Yes. I would say this is definitely over, I don't know. This drinks like it's over 12 years old.
Yeah.
I think it drinks older than that, but I would feel comfortable saying that. I'm done with guessing. It has only been embarrassing for me. No, I don't want to guess unless I have a strong feeling. I don't want to guess just for guessing's sake.
Well, we've had strong feelings before and guessed and then been wrong. And sometimes we've been right. I feel like this is barrel proof. I feel like it is
Agreed.
around 12 or plus years. I feel like
Agreed.
it might be around 124.7 proof.
Okay, so we know what you think it is for like the 5th time.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep buzzing in and answering WLW.
Well, eventually it will be that. People have been saying like, wow, I guess the WLW wasn't that good if you all keep guessing it's these other things. I think that because we've only tried it once, I mean, it was very good, but we haven't tried it since then, so maybe it's just not as good. In our minds, like, you know what I'm trying to say.
I do, and I've got something to kind of say on that, but I want to go ahead and have
It's
you
my turn.
tell us we have been drinking.
The WLW.
Okay. Nailed it! No.
You cannot call that after being wrong like 4 times.
And there's also like 5 left, so
Yeah.
it's, or I don't even know
However many are left.
Yes, it was giving the clues, but there have been other whiskeys that have given those same clues, and sort of the thing I wanted to bring up was when you get in a certain, what's it call it, genre maybe, let's just call it genre, exceptional whiskeys. And I don't just mean LEs, I just mean anything that's exceptional, which a lot of times are LEs because they're saved for that once a year release. You know,
And I
really,
expect them to be exceptional because of the
Yeah.
price tag and how
and that doesn't always work out,
and the
but
stats.
we're not talking about that. We're just talking about like this genre of exceptional whiskeys. A lot of times they give off a lot of the same flavor notes, especially if they are uncut, unfiltered, and of a certain or over a certain age, right? So whether it be Buffalo Trace, which this one is, or Heaven Hill, or Jim Beam, or Four Roses, or wherever, they can cross-pollinate a lot with those flavors. When-
Okay, I think I follow. I'm not sure that I 100% agree with that. I understand what you're trying to say, though. For me, I feel like I regret all the other times, not just because I was wrong, but now, having tasted this again for the 2nd time, I understand why I was so wrong before. Like, duh, none of those other ones were even close to this, but it's because this one came at the end. I kept thinking, could it be, could it be? But now I see, like, those were just bad guesses. You know, when we did the BTAC episode, I put it 3rd, you put it 2nd. It didn't remind me of like previous years that we'd had.
I was missing,
So-
missing that little something.
I'm wondering if maybe for me that's like what threw me off in the tasting, but now getting to it at this point in the competition, once I'm sipping this, I'm like, yeah, this is it. Like,
I don't know. I agree with you, but I also think it's a little bit hindsight is 2020.
of course.
If anything, well, those wrong guesses were a learning step, and
Learning that I was wrong. Learning that you were wrong.
yeah. I don't know. I see what you're saying, but I also still stand behind what I said. A lot of the DNA on each distillery's most exceptional thing can be similar. Now, I think we've already answered a lot of this. Why did we put this one in here? For those reasons. Now, some people are saying, well, Sarah, it was your 3rd favorite of the BTAC. Did you put the two in ahead of it? And yes, the one we like the best was George C. Stagg. We already had that early in this video series. And the other one was the Thomas H. Handy, which is a rye, which we took out of the bourbon and we put in its own category. So we have yet to actually taste and rank that one. So
And it was your second favorite.
And it was my second favorite, yeah.
So-
You kind of think, oh, it's not the best year for WLW when you're doing all BTACs. But when you break it out and you just have it by itself, it's like,
It can still come in 2nd.
this is really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really good. Well, hey, that's where we gotta leave it. If you haven't subscribed to us already, you can do so by clicking right up here. There's suggestions of other videos. They're down here. We hope to see you over there in one of those. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay, and until tomorrow, drink more bourbon.